Hello and welcome to another Pauper video. I'm Kalikaiz. Today I'm going to be playing the new White Weenie in Pauper. So this is a White Weenie that's not playing the standard shell. Instead we're playing a bunch of artifacts like Ornithopter and Phyrexian Walker. We also have artifacts from Lead Novice Inspector, Thraben Inspector, Springleaf Drum in order to kind of support this single metalcraft creature in our deck, which is Ardent Recruit. A 1 mana 3/3 that's just apparently strong enough to be viable in Pauper. And then the rest of the deck is, big hitters. We have Leonardo, Big Brother. This is a 1/3 for 2 and a white, or you can sneak it for white. It says you can cast it for white if you return unblocked attacker you control the hand during the declare blocker step. So just during that step, you can cast it and then pick up a creature. Darval, whose web protects, also picks up a tapped creature. These are legendary, which is kind of a problem, but we do want to see extra copies of them. Darval is interesting because you can pick up the tapped Leonardo Big Brother post-combat to just get in and pick up another creature later. Search Party Captain and Assault Road Pack Beast are some cantrip creatures, which hopefully will cast for a single white. And then Ramosian Rally is a 0 mana +1/+1 by tapping an untapped creature. It doesn't have to be a white creature, so we could have an Ornithopter in play to tap that creature as long as we have a plains in play. In the sideboard, Sunlance, removal spell, Thraben Charm, removal spell, and anti-graveyard, Dust to Dust for artifacts, Arms of Adar for sweepers, and a Flaring Pain. This specific list was from Cabra BR. They managed to 5-0 with it yesterday. There's been a lot of people playing this deck, a lot of different variations of how to splash and stuff, but I think that the regular mono white is clean, and I wanted to give a look into this deck that hasn't had a lot of visibility in the format due to it not being categorized in a way that makes that much sense. So maybe this is something that you haven't seen, and we'll get a look at it. I will see you in the matches. This video is brought to you by Card Market, Europe's largest TCG marketplace. Thanks for watching. Did you know you could get sideboard guides on patreon.com/Kalikaiz? And did I mention you can get early access to videos on the YouTube page in the membership section? And if you like these videos, make sure to like and subscribe. Round 1, we're on the play. That's where you want to be with an aggro deck, so let's see if we can get this done. We have land, Phyrexian Walker, Springleaf Drum. And then we have 2 mana on turn 2. We attack, doesn't do anything. So I think I have to mulligan. We have a lot of creatures in our deck, but this seems like too much mana. So let's try mulligan. Okay, 1/2. We have Phyrexian Walker. We can attack with 2 creatures. Flip the Big Brother. Okay, let's try this. Okay, let's go. Keep. Put back. Now this is making it my life difficult, right? Because this attacks for 2. Then I guess we don't need the Springleaf Drum. All right. We'll go land. Play Thopter, play Phyrexian Walker, pass. I think I'm going to just draw a card on turn 2 and then use the Leonardo to pick up the Search Party Captain, put it on island, play land. We'll get in for 0. Really strong. Big ol' 0. Then we will try this Search Party Captain. Will it resolve? Or Spike would be the only card that could really stop me here. And they mental note instead, so it's going to resolve. We draw a card. Another Ardent Recruit. They go island. All right, so play a plains. We'll attack for 2. I'm attacking with everything. During blocks, we attempt to cast the Leonardo with sneak, picking up the Search Party Captain. They probably counterspell the Leonardo. Counterspell. So we get in for 0. We'll go Search Party Captain for a single mana. Draw a card, play out the Ardent Recruit of a 3/3. Oh no, 1/1. It's not a 3/3. That's kind of a bummer. Okay, it's not that would be one of the reasons to play out what's its face. The Springleaf Drum. I forgot about the whole metalcraft part of the deck. Opponent goes Ponder. I wonder if we can beat the Tillerian Terror deck. We're gonna go pretty wide. I want to just keep picking up and replaying the Search Party Captain, most likely. They have 3 instants and sorceries in the graveyard. They are going to ponder into a Brainstorm. Sleep of the Dead on the Ardent Recruit. Okay. So we'll start by attacking with everything. Combat, back in. Opponent takes 2. We use the Darval, cast for Inweb, pick up the Search Party Captain, cast the Search Party Captain for a single white mana. Okay, and then we will play out Ardent Recruit, because next turn I can play the Novice Inspector. Novice Inspector will give me an artifact, and then I can Leonardo in something, bash in some 3-power creatures. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They go Ponder. I have no response. That's 6 in the graveyard. So now Tolarian Terror costs a single mana. They play a single Cryptic Servant. All right, we will go Novice Inspector, turning my recruits into 3/3s. Then I'll play a thraben Inspector and attack in. I don't have to attack with the ornithopter. It doesn't really accomplish anything. I don't want to pick it up with Leonardo. My best thing to be picking up with would be the Search Party Captain. I'll attack. This is 11 damage. They're blocking. I'll cast the Leonardo, picking up the Search Party Captain. Force Spike. Sad times for me when it goes to 12. They didn't have the Force Spike earlier, huh? That's a disappointment. Okay. What's the next step? They play a Cryptic Servant. I have the Ornithopter, which can just... we don't have a Leonardo now. They get in for 6. All right. We have Ramosian Rally. When I attack with everything, they block 3. 3. This is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I guess we can just put them to 10. Combat. Attack in. They block the Darval. That makes sense. We'll cast the Ramosian Rally by tapping the Phyrexian Walker. Okay. They'll go to 2 life. 3 life. Play the Search Party Captain. Draw a card. They're going to use some effect. Thought Scour themselves in response to the card draw. We'll crack a clue. Play a land. Your turn. Now they can't really attack. I guess they could if they go a little wider. They'll use a Sleep of the Dead, huh? Sleep of the Dead, my 3/3. They decline to attack. So if I attack out, they take a single damage. I will try drawing a card. I'll play out an Ardent Recruit. Play a land. I guess I'm passing. My Ardent Recruit, not super helpful, huh? Because I forgot about the metalcraft again. They're going to Sleep of the Dead something else. The 2/2. Okay, they're going to Sleep of the Dead again. This seems like a mistake. We can just attack for 3. Are you going to attack for 6? Attack for 6. So, alright. I'll take the 6, I guess. My turn. I can cast the Search Party Captain. Draw a card. Play Ornithopter. I can just put them to 1. Oh, no. I double-clicked the thraben Inspector. They go to 2. That was a big problem. What just happened? They cast a Lorien Revealed. Drew 3 cards. And then they're casting a Brainstorm. They have 2 blockers. We have 5 attackers with power and toughness, and we win the game. That's surprising. I flubbed it quite a few times. So we know we need the Thraben Charms. I wonder if the Ramosian Rally is worth it. Is that the card I just want to take out? I guess so. And we'll submit. All right. I guess I'm keeping this one. I wonder if I lead on the Thraben Inspector or a Springleaf Drum. They go Ponder turn 1. So I can't do very... Okay, maybe this was a mistake. Because all these cards are pretty expensive. Best draw is a 0-drop. And we didn't draw a 0-drop, so I'll play the Thraben Inspector. And they play an island. I'm going to attack for 1. And then try to sneak. Pick up the Thraben Inspector. They use a counter spell. 1 down. So my best draw is a bunch of 0-drops. They're passing. No, they're not. Yes, they are. No, they're not. We'll just try the Thraben Inspector again. The major issue I have here is that I did not look at my hand, and I kept a 1-lander with a bunch of really expensive cards. If I can draw a bunch of lands, then we could be okay. They Thought Scour themselves, milling island. This is not good. This is not good at all. Okay, play a land. They thought they Sleep of the Dead on my Thraben Inspector. Okay, play Springleaf Drum. That's the turn. They might have a Spell Pierce. They do not have a Spell Pierce. So I guess I'm going to just like try to play a Search Party Captain so I can have a creature on the table. They cycle Lorien Revealed. Laps down a Cryptic Serpent. I will attempt to play a Search Party Captain. Wait, no, that doesn't work. That did not work. All right, I will attack in. I will not attack in. Okay, that's not helpful. I just draw a card. Another Springleaf Drum. I'm going to concede and go to the next game. I really screwed this up. Let's remember how this deck works before we keep our hand. All right, I'm on the play. We have land, land. We have 1-drops. So I'm keeping. We'll go land, ardent recruit. Turn 2, we play land, thraben. Then elite interceptor. Land, thraben. Okay. I'll attempt elite interceptor. They brainstorm. No force spike. We have 3 creatures on the table. Next turn, I could Leonardo. Let's find out. This creature has you may tap or untap target creature to draw a card. It's a sorcery. It's from Seekers of Strixhaven. We'll get in for 3. I can cast this weird rejoinder at any time when it brainstorms. Plays island. So let's see. We're going to start by attacking in, and then go to blocks. Leonardo, pick up the Raven Inspector. Opponent takes a bunch of damage. And then I'll attempt this Search Party Captain. We draw land. We do draw land. Now I can play the Raven Inspector again. Okay, I'm very on the table now. I have a 5/3 Leonardo, and I can use the Rejoinder. We just win. Okay, I was thinking my turn through when my opponent said, I'm over it. Round 2 on the play versus Rogue deck wins. Wonder what Rogue deck they're playing. We have 1, 2... I'm going to keep. We'll just plop down some Phyrexian Walkers on turn 1. 2. This costs 4 then. You can sneak the Leonardo, put the Walker back on, try to get the Pack Beast onto the table. Okay, land, Walker. Pass. Opponent leads on a Spellbomb. Swamp Spellbomb. Let's go Ancient Den. Play Ardent Recruit. We'll attack in for 0. So it doesn't matter if I attack with my other Walker. And then I will Leonardo, returning my Phyrexian Walker, which bashes in for 3. They snuff out. Alright. All good. Guess I don't know if I need to replay this Phyrexian Walker. Worried about what? I'll just replay it. Alright. 3, 4, 5. Calmly Garden for the opponent. So this is a control deck. 3. We'll play out this Self-Road Pack Beast. They respond by cracking the Spellbomb to draw a card. We draw a Thraben Inspector and get in for 3. I wonder if this will be fast enough to beat this deck. Feels like they're just going to crypt me and then I'll die. So I don't know how I not die to the Crypt Rats at that point. They don't have a lot of black mana though. Cast down on my creature that drew me a card. Feels good. Play Thraben Inspector. Play Holdout, Settlements. I'll draw a card. Another Pack Beast. Land, play the Pack Beast. Back in for 3. Opponent is now at 10. On the following turn, on my turn, I can go Elite Interceptor, tap down their plant token, and slam in. And if they're playing a Pestilence deck or a Crypt Rats deck, they probably won't be able to rats me very well. They have no lands. They play out a Thraben Inspector, but Jukabog. Luckily, I don't care about that card. 3, 4. So we'll go Elite Interceptor. Guess my best draw is probably a Leonardo. We will tap the plant and draw a card. And then get in. What's my... I think I just pick up the Elite Interceptor again. Get in for 7. We use the... Oh no, I can't pick up the Elite Interceptor. I can pick up something with the Darval. Do I want to? I guess I don't. They're at 2. They can't Crypt Rats anymore. They play the Crypt Rats. Then a Majukabog. And they concede. Nice. So... I don't know that I care about much that they're doing. That's not very helpful. I guess Arms of Hadar is okay, but I feel like we just do our thing again. This deck is a lot better than I thought it was going to be. Okay, so game 2, we cannot keep a no-lander. We have 1 land. Alright, this seems fine. Let's keep it. We do have the Ramosian Rally. We'll put back... I guess it's the Elite Interceptor. I don't know, that does push the damage. We'll put back the Elite Interceptor. Swamp for the opponent, and a Campfire. Alright. Go land, Walker, Ringleaf Drum, Novice Inspector. Your turn. Opponent cycles a Troll. My turn. Play a Plains. We'll play out Novice Inspector. Make a clue. Attack with the Novice Inspector and the Phyrexian Walker. Planning to just pick up the Novice Inspector. Alright, we will Leonardo. Pick up the Novice Inspector. So they'll get hit for 3. What do they have? A Defile? Defile on the Inspector. So I'm just going to cast the Ramosian Rally by tapping my Novice Inspector. And then you get Bash for 5 instead. They get a 15. That's a nice counterspell. They play a Tithing Blade. We'll sacrifice the Phyrexian Walker. They have a Bajuka Bog. We'll untap, search party captain, play Novice Inspector, attack for 4. Then I'll cast search party captain and draw a card. Finding an ardent recruit. They really need to kill this Leonardo. They fanatical sacrificing the Tithing Blade. And then cast down on my 2/2. A little surprising. Spinning Darkness. Goes back to 14. Let's play out Ardent Recruit. And then tap it to draw a card. And attack in for 2. They go to 12. They will use the Campfire. Kill my 3/3. Log me again. Okay, Campfire keeping them alive here. Let's play a Thopter. Draw a card. Finding a holdout settlement. Play a land. Let's draw another card. Well, I guess I just have to play the thraben Inspector. And then I'll play the Ornithopter. Get in for 2. The reason that I'm playing out the Ornithopter, maybe it was wrong, was I'm thinking that I might have some of my cantrip creatures, or like, I don't know, a Leonardo like this. So let's crack the clue. Draw a card. Finding an Ardent Recruit. Let's play out the Ardent Recruit. Attack in. And then Leonardo. Pick up a Novice Inspector. My opponent's at 6. 6 mana for a troll. Something crazy for 6 mana. Yeah, they do play a troll. They have to block the Leonardo. So let's see. We'll crack the clue. We draw. If I draw another Leonardo, then I can just attack for lethal. Ornithopter. This is 5 damage. All right, we'll just attack in. Pew, 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 pew. Their troll dies. They go to 1 life. Play Ardent Recruit. Play Novice Inspector. My recruit doesn't die. My Ardent Recruits, they would die if they have Arms of Hadar. Okay, we just win. Sick. See you in round 3. Round 3, we have double Ramosian Rally. I guess it's fine. Put it on Mountain. Let's try land Novice Inspector. Okay, we get a clue. If they have a Galvanic Blast here, I can Ramosian Rally to protect it. Play a Lightning Bolt instead. Alright, my creature is dead. Red, black. So they're probably on Rakdos Madness. They plot a highway robbery. We'll go land, lay out an Ardent Recruit as a 1/1, pass the turn. Next turn I'm going to play out the Ancient Den, so I have metalcraft. They use the robbery, discarding a kitchen imp. This is going to be a straight up race, which is going to be rough. Maybe Arms of Hadar could be good against them because it clears their flyers. Or like Thraben Charm to take out 1, but I don't think that's a great idea. Another bolt. Okay. We'll draw a card. Yeah, I think I'm dead. Don't have anything going on. Too many lands and pump spells. Opponent with a Faithless Looting. Fiery Temper, Kitchen Imp. We'll see what we draw. I'm at 15. Go to 11. Pack Beast. I'll pack it in. So we need to... none of these cards are good. Arms of Hadar is a good way to clear their board, but I think I have to focus on attacking. And I just need to curve out better. My curve was not there, and I just snap kept without thinking it through. On the play. So I have land, Ornithopter, Springleaf Drum, Thraben. Okay. Is that good, though? Play Springleaf Drum, play Ornithopter, play a Thraben Inspector, play another Ornithopter, I guess. And I will pass. At least I have a cantrip. Went it with a mountain. They bolt my creature. Can't do anything about that. Ramosian Rally doesn't stop the lightning bolt. We'll draw a card. Drawing a plains. Not good. They know to... It's interesting that they are just pointing lightning bolts at my value creatures, but they're able to get there. That's not good at all. Pass. I can make my creatures +2/+2. I go grab the prize. Discarding Kitchen Imp. I can double block and then use the Ramosian Rally to kill their Kitchen Imp. So that's kind of neat. They don't attack. I don't think I should attack, I guess. Getting in. Double block. Try the Ramosian Rally. They go cast into the fire. Try another Ramosian Rally. Their Kitchen Imp will be dead. They play Highway Robbery. I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. I need some creatures that draw cards. I have 4 men in play, essentially. Okay, Novice Inspector is a start. Then I can draw a card. I have 2 mana. Alright, so next turn I will attack and try to search Party Captain and Leonardo. They kill my creature. Yep. Another Kitchen Imp comes down. I get in for 3. I'll play the Ardent Recruit. Attack in for 2 or for 0. We'll flip, pick up the Ornithopter, and then play Ornithopter. This Search Party Captain costs 3 mana right now. So I'll pass. Can't do anything about this Kitchen Imp. Too strong. My Ornithopter not looking very good into that. They play a Highway Robbery and discard a Faithless Looting. Another Faithless Looting from hand. Discarding Alms the Vein, Fiery Temper. I think they got us. They can just hit me for 6 here. Instead they kill my 3/3. I'm at 9. They play Jagged Barrens. And they can attack for 2. Okay. I will attack. Play the Search Party Captain. Draw a card. Play a Thraben Inspector. Draw a card. Play the Pack Beast. And draw a card. I mean, that was the kind of chaining I was hoping for, but it's going to be too little and too late. Faithless Looting from the opponent. And they've got the damage, so we will move on. Okay, round 3, we have a single creature. That feels like a mulligan to me. We're really looking to go 1-drop, 1-drop, 1-drop into a couple of value creatures. All right, unfortunate. Go to 5. We will keep. We'll put back the Rally, and I guess it's the Ardent Recruit. Island for the opponent. Plays a Fairy Seer. I really wanted to get this lead interceptor on the table, but now I'm feeling like... Ooh, you know what's crazy? This is neat. Okay, let's try this. We go... play Holdout Settlement. No, does this make any sense? I think I just play the Elite Interceptor and then play the Ornithopter. My thought was I could go Ornithopter, Holdout Settlement, play the Darval, pick up the Ornithopter, which would be fun. They decline to attack. I'll play Holdout Settlement. I will attack. No blocks. All right, we'll attempt a Leonardo. Pick up the Elite Interceptor. Interesting. They're just good with it. I could play the Elite Interceptor again, or I could play this Darval, whose web protects, and pick up the Leonardo. But I'd have to tap the Ornithopter. I think that's fine. I think I'm just going to play the Darval and pick up the Ornithopter. I don't know that mono blue fairies can deal with my big old creatures on the table. They're brainstorming in response, so this is not mono blue. This also means that I can put my Ornithopter back on the table. Maybe this deck is just meant to beat up on blue decks. Cycles of Lorien revealed to grab a Snuff Out or a Contaminated Aquifer. We'll replay the Ornithopter. I've got a couple of 3/3s. Here comes the Snuff Out. We will attempt a, I guess, Elite Interceptor, because I think the Thraben Inspector is going to be better. Spellsetter. Play a Thraben Inspector. Tap the Ornithopter. Attack for 3. Now our opponent gets to pick up their Spellsetter, which is something I knew would happen. They have killed my... They use Extracted Confession to kill my Leonardo. I only have 2 creatures in play. Just play this Ardent Recruit out, and I will attack with my Thraben. If they block, I'll just eat the Spellsetter. I think that's fine. They slam a Thorn of the Black Rose. Okay, maybe it wasn't fine. Draw a card. Play Ancient Den. I have to pass the turn now. I'll grab Bolus from the opponent. What do they find? Counterspell. That is not good. Cycles of Lorien. I've got Island, Counterspell in hand. Have I just thrown this? Let's go Phyrexian Walker. I'm going to Spellsetter. Okay, I'm out. Alright, Arms of Hadar. Get rid of these Ramosian rallies. Bring in Thraben Charms to kill your creatures, or Sunlances. I guess it's Sunlances. And maybe we just trim on a couple of the 0-drops. See how that goes. I'm on the play. I have land, Ardent Recruit, and Ornithopter. Let's keep land, Opter, Springlink Drum. Play Ardent Recruit. They play a Fairy Seer. We have another Ornithopter. So now I can attack. Yeah. Attack for 2. Or for 3. And they're good with it. They take 3. I'll play the Search Party Captain. I think I want to go wide and draw cards. They play out an Island. Will they Ninja? They do not Ninja. Going to attempt Assault Road Pack Beast. Having my Ornithopter. They cycle of Fumes. Draw Plains. So do I just play out the Thraben Inspector? Or do I Leonardo? I think I'm going to Leonardo. Getting in. They don't block. Will Leonardo pick up the Search Party Captain? When it's at 9. They can't attack a Ninja. We just win. Amazing. I will resubmit. Curving out was key. I will keep We're looking to play a turn 2 search party captain. Opponent with a contaminated aquifer. We'll go land, Phyrexian Walker, Novice Inspector, and Ornithopter. Opponent with an island. Place the Augur of Boros. Okay, so I can play the Ardent Recruit underneath a counterspell. They find a cast down, and then I can also search party captain. Also have Sunlance. Is that any good here? I don't think so. We'll just attack. They block, take 0. We'll play our cantrip creature. Draw a card. Play Ardent Recruit. I don't know if the Ornithopter makes sense at the moment. So I'm going to just pass the turn. They play out an island. Find a plains. Let's see what happens if I draw a card. Ah, that was not smart. Fail. Alright, I'll attack with Inspector and Search Party Captain. They take 1. And then they use a Snuff Out on my thraben Inspector. Okay. So it feels like they're going to go for a Thorn again. And then I can go Thopter, Recruit, Sunlance, or Thorn. Pass down. Okay. They use a Brainstorm. Okay, we have a Sunlance. Try this Ornithopterino. Making my Ardent Recruit a 3/3. Feels like they're going to Spell Stutter. They don't Spell Stutter. Okay, I'll attack with my 3/3 then. Guess we're just going to see what happens here. Play a 5th land. There's the Thorn of the Black Rose. So now I can Sunlance their 2 creatures and bash in. Cycles. Yeah, they could have a Snuff Out, but I might get the Monarchy here. They might not see this coming. They draw. Find an Ancient Den. Let's Sunlance the Thorn. Sunlance the Augur. The Ardent Recruit. Back in for 3. Yes, we take the Monarchy. Let's go. Opponent is going to be in trouble. They play out a Murmuring Mystic. It's pretty good for them. But I do have the Arms of Adar. All right. We're going to attack in for 6. All right. I'm thinking I might be able to punk them. No, because the Darval just picks up. I can just cast it for 3. But then they could have a counterspell. If they have a counterspell here for the Darval, then I don't have enough mana. But I kind of want to. Should have attacked with my Ornithopter to pick it up. We draw off the Monarchy. Another Darval. They haven't played any instants and sorceries. They said Daheli. They did not expect me to be able to kill their creatures. Gotta expect the unexpected, opponent. Land. We will attack in. I think I attack with a Phyrexian Walker. They use a cast down, which takes out an Ardent Recruit. They block. We're going to in web, picking up this Phyrexian Walker. They use a counterspell. Let's see. Let's see if you have Spell Stutter Sprite. Do you have it? All right, I will Arms of Hadar target you. Cancel. Play Phyrexian Walker. Arms of Hadar target you. That kills everything, hopefully. They have another counterspell. That is a bummer. We draw a card. Ugh. They were able to turn the corner. And then they have another Thorn, so it never mattered. All right. We have to return unblocked attacker, right? I got nothing. All right, we'll see everybody in round 5. Okay. The main problem that I've had piloting this deck is not playing creatures in a way that makes sense. I'm going to try to do that this time. We have a turn. We can play some creatures early. Guess I'm keeping, right? We go land, recruit, Thopter. We can pick up the Thopter and put the 3/3 on the table. And then hopefully attack in and play the search party captain. We don't have a plains for the Ramosian rally. Land. Ardent Recruit. Play a Thopter. Also, the one other problem is that this Darval, whose web protects, is a legendary. So we can only play one of them. Put it on Windscarred Crag. Don't know exactly what that means. We have another Ardent Recruit. So we can attack in. They take 1. We Darval, returning the Ornithopter, and play the Ornithopter. So I got a 3/3 and a 1/1. They play Novice Inspector. It could just be Boros Synth. Picks up their Windscarred Crag. Okay, I'm lucky to have drawn this Phyrexian Walker because now I can attack in with my Recruit and my Darval and my Ornithopter and be able to play my Search Party Captain. They don't block. We'll play Search Party Captain. Draw a card. Finding Elite Interceptor. They cast a Thrilling Discovery. Maybe it's not Boros Synth, but more like Boros Bully. Getting rid of 2 Prismatic Strands. Windscarred Crag again. Guess I'm attacking. They block. Alright, so they're going to take 6, or they use the Prismatic Strands. Uses the strands. They take 0. When it takes 0, we'll play out Ardent Recruit. And then pass. Don't really have any lands here. Got a bunch of 3/3s. One in Thrilling Discovery again. This card's double Rally the Peasants, so it's a Boros Bully deck. Play a thraben Inspector. Alright, Springleaf Drum is not terrible. That gives me one more mana. We'll play a lead interceptor. Then I will attack in. They're just gonna sacrifice one of their... Huh. Okay, so they shoved their creature in front of my card draw creature, which I guess isn't very good for me, obviously. We can use the Rejoinder to tap down their Novice Inspector, but it's only as a sorcery, so they could still Prismatic Strands. Another Thrilling Discovery. They keep gaining life with that. Discard Screech and a Thraben Charm. They conceded. I am surprised. So we definitely want the Arms of Hadar. Feels like the Ramosian Rally is not really required. And then the Thraben Charm could be pretty good to clear all their screechy stuff. The Darval did not work out very well there, huh? Is that something I should cut, or should I feel like I'm just going to cut 2 Phyrexian Walkers again? I don't know if that's the proper way to do it. All right. We have some cards that can do things. So we'll go like Thraben Inspector, bash in. Probably... Question is, do I Darval back the Thraben Inspector or just Leonardo into Thraben Inspector? I maybe want to say the Leonardo for like the end game. I'm going to play the Plains. We'll go Ancient Den Thraben Inspector because this works on the metalcraft in case I need that later. A Boros Garrison. They're probably just going to bolt this thing. Let's play Plains, attacking for 1, then pick up my creature with the in-web. Darval, whose web protects. Play a Thraben Inspector. Pass the turn. We have 2 creatures on the table. We can attack with 2 creatures and search party captain. And still Leonardo. They have Sneaky Snack. Okay. Yeah, the Sneaky Snacker's good. Good card. Plays a Sheltered Ring Landscape. We have another Leonardo. So now I think I do want Leonardo. I'm going to get in. We'll cast the Leonardo, and this way they might kill it. We'll pick up the Thraben Inspector. Bash in for 5. Post-combat, play the search party captain, and draw a card. I mean, we're on the table pretty quickly. Got a lot of power. They're going to be priced into killing the Leonardo, I think. We have 3 creatures on the table, and I just drew a Novice Inspector, so I can go Inspector, Inspector, Salt Road, Pack Beast. Then my creature will be a 6/3. Pretty good. Dust to Dust. I sort of expected that. Lightning Bolt on the search party captain. Mean. Land. Springleaf Drum. Thraben Inspector. No problem. How about another Thraben Inspector? But this one's a Novice. Attack in for 7. What did they dust? Both my Ancient Dens. I was thinking in my head not to play both of the Ancient Dens, just in case of Dust to Dust. And then they had the Dust to Dust. They play a Lunarch Veteran, which would gain them a bunch of life. They're at 9 right now. They're going for another Dust. They're going to nowhere. I guess this takes out the Leonardo. That's actually quite good for me. Bolts on my Darval. Less good. Less good for sure. We have another Leonardo. I mean, if I attack in, they block and block. I don't have anything going on. I think I just draw a card. Play another Novice Inspector. Or Thraben Inspector. Pass. Oh no, they've turned the corner. They go Battle Screech. We are trying to draw into mana and an Arms of Hadar. Arms of Hadar could wreck them pretty good. They flash back the Battle Screech. Are you going to attack? We have another Darval. Let's attack out. Okay, they block and block and block. I will Leonardo. Pick up a Novice Inspector. Hit you for 3. Kill a creature. Then I can Thraben Inspector. Tap it for white. And then play a Darval within web. Picking up the Thraben Inspector. Which, you know, you gotta love that. That's pretty sweet. Feels tricky. I just don't have enough mana to draw any cards. Flashing back another Screech. I guess the Dust to Dust really got me good there. Take it in for 1. We draw the Arms of Hadar. I'm going to draw a card trying to find mana. Lay out a Thraben Inspector. Attack in for 3. When it's at 11. Do they have lethal? They can double rally this turn. They'll get in for 5. You have it. This would be lethal. Looks like they have it. This is 25 damage. Surprisingly powerful Dust to Dust. Yeah, okay, we'll resubmit. I wonder if I might cut on like one each of these Leonardos and Darvals. Feels like there's too much going on with that, and then bring in the the walkers and try to go for the cantrip game into the arms Vidar. We drew it, we just couldn't get the mana going. On the play. Okay, keep land thopter. No response. Play a thopter. Play a spring drum. Play an ardent recruit. Bring one 3/3. If I draw another land, I can play the pack beast. They play Windscarred Crag. We find a Leonardo, so I can attack in and then flip, sneak out a ornithopter. Oh, that was maybe a mistake. Well, they take 4. I'll play the ornithopter again. They bolt my Leonardo. Play a land. We'll play out a pack beast. Draw a card. Attack in for 3. And now I have the thraben charm. Opponent plays a land. They're going to dust me, aren't they? Lame. Okay. Play the holdout settlement. I'll attack out for 5. I guess 6. That way I can play the search party captain for a single mana. Captain. Draw a card. Phyrexian Walker. Pass the turn. Now I have the thraben charm. They can't use flashback stuff. If they like do a snack situation. Plays a novice inspector. Is that it? Land. Lightning bolt my 4/3. Okay. Draw ancient den. Going to attack with just if I played the ancient den I would have had metalcraft. Alright, well, mistakes were made. Get in for 2. I was like trying to sandbag it, but I didn't get got by another dust. Crack a clue. What do I want to do with this thraben charm is the question. Thrilling discovery. If they discard snacker here, I'm going to thraben charm them. They discard double rally the peasants. Plays a Lunarch veteran. In a land. My turn. That's ancient den. And now I'll attack in with my 2 creatures. They can double block the captain. And I can thraben charm one of your creatures. Kill your Lunarch veteran. And then we're just going to exile your graveyard. We cast a thrilling discovery, going to 8 life. Discards plains and a crag. Plays out a novice inspector. The elite interceptor would be a great draw here because I could play it and then tap their creature and attack in. Plays a Boros garrison, picking up crag, or they pick up the crag for the 1 single point of life gain. Draw an ornithopter. I'll attack for 5. One is now at 3. They go back to 4 with the crag. 4 cards in hand. Somehow I don't have anything to do. They're gonna dust me, I think. They were paying costs and then undid it. Declines to attack. Yeah. Play my plains. I'll get in for 5. What do you got? Lightning bolt. And then another lightning bolt. There's magic strands on white. Okay. Guess I need to draw into some cantrips. We have lots of mana now. They decline to attack. I'm going to play another artifact just in case they can get rid of one of them and stop my 3/3 from being a 3/3. They go to 1. Weird that they just let that happen. I guess that they're worried. If I took out my Ramosian rallies, go back to 2. Off the Windscarred Crag to pass the turn. Yay, we drew a card draw spell. Novice Inspector. Let's draw a card. Not the greatest card draw spell. Get in for 3. They block in strands. So if any of these had been a Darval, well, if I can find a Leonardo or a Darval off the top, I have 5 left on the deck. I can pick up the Novice Inspector, hopefully. Okay. We found the Leonardo. Let's get in. Hoping to just pick up the Novice Inspector. I play a Prismatic Strands. I'm still going to sneak because I want the cards. I guess I could have brought in the Flaring Pain. I didn't think it was going to come down to strands and strands and strands, but that would have been a thing I could have done. Draw a card. I also should have tapped the Ancient Den here. So I have Thraben Charm to clear their graveyard on their end step. Alright, let's pass. They cast a Pursue the Past. If they discard Sneaky Snacker, I can now Thraben Charm them. This is a really, really good spot to have this card in hand. No Sneaky Snacker, no Prismatic Strands, no Pursue the Past. They concede. Amazing. We finished 3-2 with metalcraft White Weenie or White Weenie robots. Let me know what you thought about this deck. Do you think it's an upgrade or a side grade or just a different thing altogether? I will see you in the next video.